A woman dies after being set on fire at a subway station. Check it out.
Police are calling it one of the most depraved crimes a person could possibly commit against another human being. A woman is dead after being set on fire in the subway, and tonight a person of interest is in custody. Fox 5's Kendall Green is in Lower Manhattan Live now, where police just issued an update on this unbelievable case. Kendall.
Hi, good evening, Arthur. Police just announced an arrest in this torture by murder, and they said that this victim didn't even know the suspect. So let's take a look at the video from the scene earlier today. Now, around 7:30 this morning, the victim and the suspect both rode the F train to the end of the line at the Stillwell Avenue subway station. Now, police say the victim was seated when a 33-year-old man, a migrant from Guatemala, who police haven't identified yet, approached the female victim and set her on fire with his lighter, her clothes fully engulfed. Now, online videos of the incident, which we're choosing not to air, shows the victim standing on the car, taking steps with her entire body in flames, with the suspect apparently in that same video sitting on a bench just outside of the subway car before he got away. At least one responding officer appears on scene and captured clear images of the suspect on the body-worn camera video. Now, so far, again, police say the woman and the man didn't know each other, made no contact before the incident, and it remains unclear why he did it now. But police are crediting 3 high schoolers who recognized the suspect at the J in York Street station and called them.
Officers who were on patrol on an upper level of that station smelled and saw smoke and went to investigate. What they saw was a person standing inside the train car, fully engulfed in flames. With the help of an MTA employee and a fire extinguisher, the flames were put out. Unfortunately, it was too late, and the victim was pronounced on the scene.
Once again, the cameras put us there and put us in that direction, and we were able to figure out that he was involved in it later on after we got the camera video footage back.
Now, police say the person of interest had a lighter in his pocket when they apprehended him, and he had a gray hooded sweatshirt, blue jeans, and a dark-colored knit hat with a red band and brown boots. And police also said they're checking with their state database just to confirm his identity before they release it to the public. But that's the latest.
So let's put this in perspective, because I'm gonna deep dive into this a little bit more on the Anton Daniels channel later on today. First and foremost, this is not an American. This is an illegal migrant from Guatemala that torched a lady on a train in New York City. Let me say that again for the people in the back, because I know that y'all so, oh my God, no, anybody should be able to come over here and let's wait until they torch your grandmother and burn her up to death and watch her. This is an illegal migrant. For all of y'all that want us to leave borders open, there are so many hundreds and thousands of people that have had crimes perpetuated against them, died, grown, young, old. These people have been let out from the prisons and the jails of their own countries, and they have come here and done some of the most egregious things. And y'all think that it's okay to just leave the borders open. Here's my real question for y'all. Because when something like this happens, it always goes back to the top, in my opinion. It's not just the mayor. He's need to be held accountable for it. It's not just the voters. They need to be held accountable for it. When Biden gets this across his desk, or Kamala Harris get this across their desk, and they are the ones that advocated for leaving the borders open, but how many lives should they be accountable for and responsible for? Because this directly goes back to the people that decided that this was the best policy for America. So when Tom Homan goes over there to Chicago and New York and he says, listen, anybody that's over here in this country, they got to come in here legally and they got to come in here the right way, because illegal migration into this country will not be tolerated and people need to be deported. How many of y'all are going to stand in his way? How many of y'all are going to stand in his way? This is just quick hits. I can't go on no whole soliloquy. I got to continue over with the show. In addition to that, Blake Lively apparently made a sexual assault or sexual harassment allegation. Check it out.
Tonight, scandal rocking Hollywood as the fallout begins from Blake Lively's explosive allegations against co-star Justin Baldoni.
Crazy.
Talent agency giant WME telling the New York Times it dropped Baldoni from its roster just one day after Lively filed a legal complaint accusing him of sexual harassment and retaliation.
I want to see you again.
Now you see me.
You know what I mean.
Baldoni starred in and directed the box office hit It Ends With Us, a film about domestic violence based on the best-selling book by romance novelist Colleen Hoover. Hoover herself coming out in support of Lively on social media this weekend, urging her to never change, never wilt. The allegations first made public in a New York Times investigation by Megan Twohey, whose reporting on sex abuse in Hollywood helped trigger the Me Too movement.
Why do you think it's important in this moment?
It's really a story that raises questions about the integrity and authenticity of the online narratives that exist today and to what extent they're being manipulated by people for hire.
The 80-page legal complaint, a precursor to a possible lawsuit, alleges in graphic detail harassment by Baldoni on the production set, including kissing and touching Lively in unwanted ways during filming, and repeatedly commenting on her appearance, weight, and sexual history. An attorney for Baldoni calling the allegations categorically false. Lively and Baldoni never promoted the film together after its release, sparking rumors of a feud, with Lively frequently coming under fire online.
I'm wondering if Blake is actually the problem.
Something she now alleges was the result of a smear campaign masterminded by Baldoni's crisis PR team.
This really reveals a new playbook. This raises questions about who else is sort of being targeted. I mean, to use their own language, they use the terms social manipulation.
The legal battle only beginning, the PR battle raging on.
You know what I'm going to say, right? You know what I'm going to say, right? I, by default, do not believe anybody. I need to see the camera footage. I need to see the proof. I need to see where people are genuinely being assaulted. Because listen, sexual harassment, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but the whole idea of sexual harassment could be interpreted any type of way. And trust me, we've had to take extensive classes in corporate America to determine what sexual harassment can be. Sexual harassment can very much be somebody saying something that you take the wrong way from a complimentary perspective. It could just be words that are tossed in your direction. And so we are getting into dangerous times. I do not believe by default that Blake Lively was being sexually harassed. Nope. I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but I'm saying that I want to see the proof. I'm saying that I want to see the proof. I don't believe nothing after Duke Lacrosse, after Jay-Z, after any of these allegations that's coming out against these people. It was a guy that just got out of jail that just did almost a 30-year prison sentence for something that he was accused of that he didn't do. So all I'm saying is I need to see the proof. I need to see the proof. I'm not taking anybody's word for it anymore. And then last but not least, we got monsters on the loose out here. A man was arrested for spraying bug killer on food inside of a Mesa, Arizona Walmart. Check it out.
It's kind of dumb. Yeah, like there's just no point.
It's a travesty. It's a travesty.
A prank taken too far, landing 27-year-old Charles Smith in jail tonight.
Hopefully he gets his just due.
Smith is now facing multiple charges, including a felony for messing with produce at a Walmart in Mesa Thursday. He filmed himself doing it and posted it on his social media. The video was deleted, but police sent us this screenshot showing the bug repellent court docs say Smith stole from the same store, then sprayed it all over fruits, vegetables, and rotisserie chickens as part of a prank. Shoppers are downright upset.
Pranks should be actually funny. Like, if it's like hurting others
I have no
process,
idea what the
like,
hell is happening out here in these streets.
Why would you do that?
According to court paperwork, Smith is a self-proclaimed troll, posting pranks on social media to cash out a monthly check anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 for his content.
I think social media has got people doing crazy things out here.
Police say Smith did try undoing his wrong 10 minutes after the incident when his followers called him out on it. Police say Smith grabbed some of the produce, put it in a cart, and wheeled it to the back of the store. Walmart tells us they trashed about $930 worth of food and sanitized the area, but it's unclear if any shoppers took the contaminated food home.
It's unfortunate that somebody would mess up their whole lives potentially for something on social media for views.
Mesa police say Tempe detectives identified Smith because they have an open case against him, and the city of Tempe also has an active warrant for Smith. So
y'all gonna mess around and find out. Y'all gonna mess around and find out. I'm gonna just say that. All of this extra pranking, because obviously y'all don't really know the difference between a prank. A prank is putting up a washer sheet as a ghost on the back of the door and scaring your mama. That's a prank. It's not going to the grocery store and spraying bug killer spray over groceries that could potentially injure and harm and kill people that buy that stuff. And y'all doing it all for the gram? You doing it all for TikTok?